Hi friends, Miss Adina here with Tiny Chefs. I'm here in my home kitchen to help inspire you to get creative in your own. We're going to be making apple turnovers today. That's a warm, crispy puff pastry filled with a sweet, tart apple cherry filling. So let's wash our hands, roll up our sleeves, and come join me. Welcome back in the kitchen. I have two tiny chefs with me today. I have Olive, who is 5 years old, and Pearl, who is 3, almost 4. They're going to be making our warm apple turnovers. Right now, they are dicing the apples. We are using 3 or 4 Granny Smith apples today, depending on the size. We're using the Granny Smith apple, which is usually a tart apple. That way we can control the amount of sugar that's in our filling. Great job, Olive. We're going to go ahead and put our diced apples in the bowl. Thanks, Pearl. And we're going to move on to our next step, which is zesting an orange. We need the zest and the juice of 1 orange. We're using a clementine today, just because we have tiny hands that we're working with. Good job, Olive. You can go ahead and put these in the bowl.
Mama.
And then Pearlie, I'm going to have you zest some of this orange. You're going to go ahead and hold on to that tightly.
Okay.
And then here is the orange. And we're going to watch out for our fingers. So I'm going to help you out with this. And we're going to push down, 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 down.
Mommy,
Great
smells
job.
good already.
Good.
Do it out there.
Good job. And there we have our orange zest. See that? I'm going to put that in there. Olive, you want to give it a try? I know you can do this one. Go ahead and hold on to that for me. Okay, let's do a switch with our hands. Okay, hold on up the top. Watch for our fingers. Go ahead. We are going to cut it in half, and we're going to get the juice from the orange now. And the way we're going to do that,
I have no point.
and the way we're going to do that is by using this handy juicer. We're going to put it right into the bowl with our diced apples. And this is going to slow down the oxidation of the apples. So there you go, Pearl. We're going to go ahead and squeeze this. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. Look at all that orange juice. Bravo.
Mom got it.
Yeah, you did. Bravo. Good job. Let's pass the bowl. Go ahead and put the other half in there for Miss Olive. Right into our bowl of diced apples and orange zest. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. There goes the orange juice. This is going to help our apples.
Oh, you got some on me.
Did I?
Lick it. Look.
No, let's not do that. All right. So let's toss that around. Go ahead, Olive. You want to mix those up for us? Sorry about the orange juice spill.
It's okay.
Okay, let's toss those around gently, making sure that they stay in the bowl. Okay, good job. Let's pass it on to Pearl. Pearl, you get a turn to mix those up with that orange juice and orange zest in there. We're going to go ahead and flavor those apples. We are going to add a cinnamon nutmeg mix. This is half cinnamon, half nutmeg. Okay, let's pass the bowl. Good job. Okay, you want to put that in there? Cinnamon and nutmeg.
That's me. Try another one.
Oh yeah, we're just going to go back and forth, back and forth.
Can I try it now?
No, not yet. All right. Let's go ahead and put our dried cherries in there. Those are tart and sweet. Yum. Okay, great job. Let's pass the bowl. Okay, now we need some sugar. Like I said, these are tart apples, so we want to sweeten them. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of this sugar. So I'm going to do 1. Olive's going to do 1, and Pearl's going to do 1.
Thanks, Mommy.
There you go.
Take a big scoop.
Oh, we got to make sure it's all the way to the top. Good job. All right.
That's like jingle bell.
Okay. Okay, Pearl, give us a big old tablespoon in there. Make sure that our measuring spoon is all the way up into the top. Bravo. Woo, that's okay. It's fun to get messy in the kitchen. Woo, good job. So that was our sugar. We're gonna go ahead and put a tablespoon of flour into our mixture.
Mommy,
I'm gonna go ahead.
So
I know it's that cinnamon. It smells so good. So So I measured a tablespoon here. Go ahead and sprinkle that gently over our apples. That's gonna thicken the juices of the apples as they bake inside of our turnover. Great job.
There we go.
Okay, and now, Pearl, we need a pinch of salt. It's not nice to pinch your friends, but you can pinch the salt. Go ahead and pinch the salt for me like this. And put a little pinch in there.
Okay.
Ow! Good job. Okay, all done. We're gonna go ahead and toss those ingredients again, scraping down the sides of our bowl to make sure it's all combined. Can you gently toss these ingredients for me? And we are gonna move on to our puff pastry. This puff pastry is frozen. It's something that I like to keep in the freezer, just like pie dough or pizza dough. So it's always there in case we need to make a fun treat with friends. So for our puff pastry, we are going to gently put down some flour so it doesn't stick onto our surface. So here comes the flour fairy. All right, now it's time to fill our puff pastry with our apple cherry filling. We're gonna put about 2 tablespoons of filling into each. All right, now Tiny Chefs, you can fold your puff pastry over from corner to corner. We're gonna start at the top corner. This is your top corner, and you're gonna fold it down to your bottom corner, like a triangle. I think I can put a little more in there. Okay.
I did it.
Yes, you did. Now, once we fold it down into a triangle, we're gonna go ahead and push our edges.
Okay.
We wanna seal them to keep all of our apple and cherry filling inside. We wanna make sure that our puff pastry is even on both sides. So we wanna fold this a little bit farther down so it's even to the corner. Okay, let's work with this gently. We don't wanna put any extra holes in it. And then once it's sealed, we're gonna go ahead and use a fork, and we're gonna push down on the edges of our puff pastry, creating a very nice seal. You wanna work on that? Okay, here's one for you. What you're gonna do is go ahead and push it along the edges to create a nice seal.
Okay.
Push.
What's
job.
seal mean?
Let's do this side.
Okay.
A seal is to close it. And we want to close the edges so while the apples bake in the oven and they get oozy goozy, it doesn't come out the sides. So we're going to create a nice seal on the edges.
Mommy did it.
Great job. And then we're going to put a vent in the top of our puff pastry, and you can do that with a fork or a small paring knife. And we want that heat inside of the pastry to escape through the top. Make sure that the apples cook evenly, and again, that keeps the filling on the inside and doesn't have it escape out the side. So we are going to put these on a parchment lined baking sheet, and these are going to go into the oven for about 18 to 20 minutes until they are golden brown. And wait till you see how beautiful they are when they come out of the oven. Your oven should be preheated to 400 degrees, and I'll see you back in just a minute. The perfect oven-baked apple turnover. Great job, everyone, and thank you for joining us in the kitchen. On behalf of Tiny Chefs, let's continue to nourish, challenge, and empower our kids in the kitchen. See you next time. Bon appetit.